Hey yo, fellow trans fans, Autobots, Decepticons, Legonians, and Brick fans. This is Dave Frost reporting in once again with another Transformers action figure review. This time it is of Transformers Titans Return, Autobot Infinitus, Voyager class, Autobot Infinitus, and Sentinel Prime. So this is the front of the box. Next we see the left side, which is just the Autobot logo representing Autobot Infinitus and Sentinel Prime coming to planet Earth. Sorry for getting in the camera like that. Next, we move on to the right side of the box, which is a more detailed image of Autobot Infinitus connecting or disconnecting to or from Sentinel Prime, and you get more detail, as in more detailed representation of his torso of Sentinel Prime. Then we move on to the back, where obviously you see, move the camera in a bit, you see Sentinel Prime in robot mode, shuttle mode, and train mode, since he is, however, a triple changer. Then you see Autobot Infinitus in head mode and robot mode. Then on the side here we get, since Autobot Infinitus is a headmaster, or in this case a Titan Master, he is able to unite with Deluxe class, Voyager class, and Leader class Autobot and Decepticon figures in this Titans Return toy line. Then we get product advertisement for Nightbeat, Hardhead, Galvatron, and Power Master Optimus Prime. Then we move on to the description that says the Autobots unite with Titan Master partners to power up for battle. Autobot Infinitus slows time so Sentinel Prime can unleash precision attacks even when battle is raging at full fury. Then there's unimportant information on the bottom of the box, and the same Autobot logo coming to planet Earth image. Next we move on to the card, which is an even more detailed image of Autobot Infinitus connecting or disconnecting to or from Sentinel Prime, with a more detailed presentation of Sentinel Prime's body. Then we move on to the back for the tech specs of strength, speed, intelligence, and firepower, where we see that Sentinel Prime's power bars of his strength, speed, intelligence, and firepower are all in red, coming to the level of 10. Then Autobot Infinitus increases all that power of Sentinel Prime to the 12th and 13th levels. Then we move on to the instruction manual, where we have 11 steps for Sentinel Prime from robot mode to shuttle mode, and steps for Autobot Infinitus where he can go on the weapons or in the vehicle modes, and how to transform him. Then flip the instructions over and we get the steps of transforming Sentinel Prime from shuttle mode to train mode. Now we move on to the actual figure, where, as you recently saw in the instruction manual, Autobot Infinitus is able to sit right here in this little cab area, control seat, whatever you want to call it on the vehicle. So he's a neat little figure. Zooming in on his face as much as we can see, that he's just a bunch of orange, red, and gray. And there's not much detailing. Well, you can see some detail on his face, but it's not coming off very good. But it does kind of, however, look similar to Sentinel Prime's face, which we will get to in a bit. Articulation for Infinitus is that his head can rotate 360, tilt up and down a little bit, and then the arms can't go all that far out as Furos of Hardhead can. It can only go that far up. Then the legs have knee bendage and hip bendage going that far up. He also has the holes in the bottom of his feet, so he can connect in little areas of other figures, but apparently, as I'm looking at it, there are no pegs for Infinitus to stand on anywhere on the Sentinel Prime figure. So that's about it for Autobot Infinitus. Then, for Sentinel Prime, well, actually, like I was saying, Autobot Infinitus can go right here in Sentinel Prime's gun. As Sentinel holds his gun, Infinitus can sit here, and there's a hole here in front of Infinitus, so you can connect the other gun raise Infinitus's arms, and he can man the cannon. As so. So putting Infinitus and Sentinel Prime's weapons aside, we can now compare. So here's how Sentinel compares to the Deluxe class figures. Here we have Hardhead. And obviously, since Sentinel Prime is a Voyager class figure, he goes up longer. And obviously wider as well. Here we have, I'm pretty sure, Leader class King Atlas, who was also a shuttle. So that's how they scale. So from here, I want to go on to alt mode number 2, or vehicle mode number 2. So what we do is we disconnect the wings from what would be the arms, but we're not going to robot mode just yet. We fold up the wings, even the smaller ones, and we fold that back, or up. Next, we bring down these panels that cover up the upper legs. And then we separate the lower legs, fold up the arms as well. And also what are the landing gear for shuttle mode. And we bring the arms out like that, and also as the legs as well. But first, before we connect the legs to the arms, we bring up this panel and fold out the train piece. From what is the nose of the shuttle mode, we turn those pieces into the train frontal and back ends. Then we connect the arms, and then fold the panels that we unfolded earlier. We fold those back up, and then bring out an extra pair of panels. Same for the other side. Where we fold out the nose of the shuttle mode and flip it for the train front and back parts. And again, fold out the 4 panels. And then we take the midsection, and here we have, well, obviously the arms go over the yellow parts of what are on top of the legs and connect there. But now we have right here a peg that goes into that hole. And it is the same for the other side as well. So we connect all that together. And there we go. We now have Sentinel Prime in train mode. So it's a pretty interesting looking train mode, seeing that the front and the back are pretty much the same thing. So it's a double-ended train. And up here we have cannons. And it's just interesting how the wings connect to cover the torso of the robot mode and make it look like this for train mode. You could do whatever you want with the wings. It's just probably more necessary to have him straight up. Alright, so right here I have Sentinel Prime compared to Omega Supreme from Transformers Energon. Obviously, Omega Supreme is a big figure, and he's combined. He's a form of two vehicles, a battleship and a construction vehicle of some sorts, and they form the Omega train. And this is the best train comparison I have at the time, currently, to compare it to Sentinel Prime. And the little arm cannons here really go great together with the arm cannons of Omega Supreme. But he only has it on the right shoulder and right arm, because when he forms robot mode, the battleship is the right arm and the construction vehicle is the left arm. And that's how they compare together. So it's quite interesting. So now let's get on with robot mode. So what are the little flaps that have train wheels on the legs? We fold those back up on both sides, and once again unfold the upper leg flaps. Folding. Or getting the wing out of the way to get that one flap unfolded. We now bring the two train ends back together, flip around the legs from the sides to the front, and we can... Wow, it's holding pretty well. Usually the train fronts cannot be the feet, because in the back are the shuttle, are the nose of the shuttle, but because they're curved, that it doesn't hold up very well, but it seems to be here. But I rather just have the nose of the shuttle to be the feet, because it's more proper. Then we take the wings and fold it to the back, as it becomes the backpack. Then we fold down the arms and fold out the fists. Coming around to the back, you can arrange the bigger wings to any position you like, at an angle, all the way back, or out to the sides. And the flap, these parts that connect the wings to the rest of the backpack, you can, thanks to those, that's how you can fold these wings to any way, any angle you would like. Alright, so next we bring back Autobot Infinitus and the guns. Putting the guns aside, we'll take care of that in a moment. But now we fold up the arms and fold in the legs and form the head and connect it to Sentinel Prime. Sorry that there wasn't very good lighting, but you get most of the picture. You understand most of the big picture of what I was talking about. But you don't have to leave Sentinel Prime's head like this. See that gray tab there? You can press that, or actually pull it out, and it brings up little neck parts. I don't really have any idea what to call it. They just bring up and are for decoration, apparently. Now, as I was saying, I don't know what these things are, but it's kind of a bit of an improvement to his head. So speaking of Sentinel Prime's head, let's get a closer look. So you see he has a red mouth plate, everywhere else is orange, and then his eyes are blue. So it's pretty cool. It's similar to Optimus Prime's, one way or another, where it has the crest, engine grill type of thing going on, and then somewhat horn flaps going off the sides. And that's Sentinel Prime's head. Now, with these things up, he's able to turn his head that far to the right and the left. But with them down, he won't need... With those things down, he won't need to turn his head with the thing that they come out of. He can turn his... With Infinitus's head able to turn 360 degrees, Sentinel Prime is able to turn his head 360 degrees. So that's pretty nifty. Alright. So now we're going to continue on with comparisons. So you can see a little bit off to the side that I have my comparisons with me. So we have Hardhead, and who is the deluxe class figure, with Sentinel Prime being Voyager. Then we have King Atlas. I do not know King Atlas's size, like what scale class he is from, because he's from the Transformers Universe line, I believe. I am unaware of his size, to be specific. Then we have Omega Supreme. And holy mac, is he big. Like, even Omega Supreme's whole leg is the size of Sentinel Prime. That's how really big he is. I could come all the way this far back, and that's how they compare in size. I could have even moved them back for the heck of it. Anyways, so now we'll do one last size comparison. So here I have little Infinitus. He is his own scale size, where it's, according to Generation 1, of Transformers, it was Headmaster. There's little Furos. Who has a problem standing upright. There we go. But this toy line, it's Titan Master. So here they scaled to Omega Supreme's head master figure, because it was just legitimately this bot in Energon, and he did not have his own name. He was just the head drone character of Omega Supreme. So that's the Headmaster Titan Master scale class comparison. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Might as well bring it up. And as I'm talking, I'm going to put him in a really cool pose that I like having him in. And that's what's fun about the smaller blaster. This one is that it has two different pegs, so he can hold it by the orange or by the black one. So there we go. Now he's ready for battle. So that's really all I have for you guys today. I thank you all for watching. This really does wrap up the Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Autobot Infinitus and Sentinel Prime review. Once again, I thank you all very much for watching. Please have a great night and a good rest of your week this week, as it continues with tomorrow being Wednesday. And I will see you all next time, and please stick around for more great Lego content and Transformer content coming to this channel in the future. And I will see you all next time.